Hi guys, my name is Gracie Bailey and I'm going to be sharing with you my testimony. So one of the defining moments in my testimony is actually when I was about 9 years old. I have an uncle who I love. He is probably my favorite uncle that I have, but he did not talk to our family. He had moved to California, moved back to Texas, and had just kind of been absent in our lives. And I knew that that wasn't right. I knew that he should be in our lives. And so I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I called him every week. I called him every Sunday, and I said, "Hi, Uncle James, this is Gracie. Please call us back. We love you. We want to hear from you." And I would hang up the phone. I called him every week. In tears, I get off the phone. He didn't answer me, Mom and Dad. He didn't answer me. And I was crushed. My little self did not know what to do. So I started asking around. I said to all my friends, "Will you pray for my uncle? Will you pray that he just answers the phone one time? He never has to answer the phone again, but that one time. I want to know my uncle. I want to know what he sounds like. I want to hear his voice." All my friends prayed. All my parents' friends prayed because they knew it was really heavy on my 9-year-old heart. I knew that he had to be in our lives. And we prayed and prayed and prayed for months and months. One Sunday after church, we went out to lunch with friends, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to call my uncle. I'm going to call him and see if he answers. So I called, and he picked up. He said, "Hello?" And I sat there in shock. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even say hello to him. I literally sat there with my mouth wide open, silent. I just remember being like, and I handed the phone to my dad, and my dad said hi, and he went outside and talked to his brother, who he hadn't talked to in probably like 12 years, on the phone for probably 10 or 15 minutes. And I got off the phone and I started bawling my eyes. I was like, "He answered the phone. My uncle answered the phone." Like, it was the biggest moment in my life. And I just remember my dad walking back in the restaurant and just being in tears. He had finally talked to his brother, who he hadn't heard from for many, many years. It still brings tears to my eyes today, because it was truly a moment that I'll never, ever, ever forget in my life, of hearing my uncle's voice for the first time. And that led to him being in our lives, coming to Thanksgiving, coming to Christmas, being involved, telling me happy birthday, telling me Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. And it has led to a really strong bond between us, because I knew something was missing. I knew there was a part of my family that needed to be there. And God showed me the power of prayer at such a young age, that I can pray for it and it might happen. It might be a yes and it might be a no. And I am so, so thankful that it was a yes, because that is something that truly means the world to me. I know exactly where I was. It's something I'll never forget. I'll never take for granted. And it truly, truly brought me to the Lord. I was baptized 3 years later, after my dad had actually gone through cancer. And so just seeing the Lord's hand in everything, just I just knew that I needed him in my heart.